What is up, my fellow genetic failures? It's me, Endmyopia, episode 17. My number's gone down again. Nothing to say. But yeah, so last video, minus 425, minus 325. Now we're on a lovely jubbly, minus 4 and minus 3. What does lovely jubbly mean? So yeah, number gone down. And 11 days ago, I determined that I should reduce to this minus 4 and minus 3, but I had reduced too quickly again. If you read the forum, you can see all the lovely little details and everything I've been going through. But simply put, 11 days ago, I thought, okay, time to reduce, minus 4, minus 3, I'm ready. And then 6 days ago from today, I was like, no, I'm going to go back to 425 and 325 now. And I'm going to leave it 3 weeks. I'm by no means going back to 4, 3 anytime soon. And then yesterday, I go back to 4 and 3. But it's a lot better because, simply put, going outside can make a big difference in a short period of time, getting, stimulus and stuff. So, yeah, so I went back up to 425 and 325 for another, 4 days after determining I'd reduced too quickly and saying I shouldn't reduce again for 3 weeks. But then, yesterday I went down again, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, and it's been a lot better this time around. It's been a lot better than when I reduced too early 11 days ago. What a boring... This is so boring. I'm just telling you numbers. Who cares about that, right? The point is that reduced too quickly again, but then I learned from my mistake, and then I went back up, and then I reduced again, so I didn't learn anything, but that's okay. At the end of the day, there's no blur adaptation going on, like all of the older videos, as you'll know. There's no crazy blur adaptation. It's just fine-tuning when I should and shouldn't reduce and getting the blur horizon just right. I found when I reduced too early 11 days ago, in bad sunlight, in bad daylight, my blur horizon would just I don't want to say shoot back. It wasn't dramatic like when I reduced too quickly, but more like it just became really annoying to see things. And another sign, I think, if you reduce too quickly, is 11 days ago when I was wearing this same pair of glasses, but I reduced too quickly, I felt like my eyes had been to the gym every single... My eyes felt like they'd been to the gym after the day was over. But now with this pair of normalized, it's the second day now of wearing these, my eyes haven't felt like they've been to the gym at all. I think if your eyes feel like they've gone to the gym, it's probably eye strain and you're straining your eyes too much. Not a good thing. I don't think your eyes need to be strained. They don't need to feel fatigued after you reduce. So it's a good way to tell if your normalized is good or not. But yeah, number went down, minus 4, minus 3. I'd love to get an eye test. I would love to get one. Maybe a few more reductions in. I don't want to keep popping in. I'd love to get one, but there's coronavirus on. So actually, I can't do that. Did you know coronavirus gets your videos demonetized? My videos aren't monetized, but apparently that gets you demonetized as well. I'm learning all these things. When you pass 1,000 subscribers, the money, the big YouTube bucks come rolling in, 3 pennies a day by the looks of things. Wow, not much. Anyway, so yeah, minus 4, minus 3. A few other things about how I'm doing all of this. Again, if you go to the forum thread on Lay Meow, you can see every little annoying detail about this. But here's another detail. I'm measuring my centimeters without using differentials from now on. Thank you, Hanny, in the forum for suggesting this. Brilliant idea. I wouldn't have thought of it myself. Simply put, how do you describe it, really? Okay, I can describe it. Differentials, any pair of lenses, basically correct your vision. If you have minus 3 in your right eye and you put a minus 2 lens on that, your eye effectively sees minus 1. I know that sounds obvious, but, just to clarify. So as my eye effectively goes to lower myopia, i.e. if I wear differentials, my eyes are seeing with lower myopia, it actually becomes a lot harder to distinguish the true edge of a blur when you measure your centimeters. If you have moderate myopia, like minus 5, you can experiment and try this out for yourself. You'll realize that when you actually grab your tape measure, like a tiny change, like a few millimeters, will completely change. It will go from crystal clear to blurry in like a few millimeters at most. It's incredible, really. But with more mild myopia, or if you've got moderate and then you use differentials to see what it would be like to have milder myopia, you'll actually find it's harder to actually tell the edge of blur. And it becomes a lot more subjective by the sounds of things, by actually doing it, actually. So I want to say, if I was to give advice to people doing this, I would say if your myopia is better than -425, I would say you don't need differentials to measure your myopia. I think anything past that, I just remember the calculator and punching in centimeters and stuff. Once you get to the point where 1 centimeter makes an entire diopter difference, then it's too risky, in my opinion. So that's when you should probably use differentials. But once you have that nice range, you don't need differentials to measure with your centimeters. So that's what I'm not doing. So I've also been going over some podcasts recently. My new favorite podcast has to be 99% Invisible, where they talk about all these interesting design choices that you never thought about until now. So they had a podcast on how doctors break bad news to their patients. Apparently doctors actually have to train their acting skills up to tell a patient how bad their infection is or whatever and deliver bad news. So that was interesting. Another one about how common symbols are made. So like the peace symbol, for example, how was that made? They tell you about it. And like other symbols. It's all these like hidden aspects of design that no one ever considers, but they exist. Like why the end of knives are actually blunt instead of sharp. Apparently, I think it was a French king in the 17th century who decreed that knives should be blunt at the end so people don't stab each other. Yeah, there's all these interesting things. So yeah, 99% Invisible. I like that a lot. I ran out of what was it called? American Elections Wiki Game. Ran out of those episodes, which is a shame. But they're always making a new one every week. Yeah, so that's the podcast I'm listening to right now. Videos. I want to do 2 videos a week, or something close to that anyway, at some point. It's just I've got all these lovely take-at-home coronavirus exams for May. But after May, I'm not going to be in June. I'm not going to be in June sitting there staring at the wall going, I don't know what to do now. Nope, I'm going to be making videos. I want to make punchy, sort of straight-to-the-point videos that new people can see, and they don't have to get... There's a common critique of Jake, whom... By the way, his videos explain everything in so much depth, and they definitely are invaluable in this process. And I think they're great if someone is heavily invested into all of this stuff. But one thing that I see time and time again when you go into the comment section is people go, he doesn't get to the point. His favorite one is, give me the steps, right? And I see where they're coming from, because if they just came across Endmyopia, it's easy to dismiss it, blanket, just, what is this? Get this out of my face. This doesn't work. It's too easy to do that. And long videos that actually tell you how to fix your eyes, they'll tell you how to fix your eyes, but they won't necessarily get you hooked and invested very good at all. So I'm trying to preferably come in and fill that gap, maybe. I want to make punchy, high fructose, 2020 no attention span videos that just shove all this stuff in your face in a kind of easily digestible kind of format. That's what I want to do anyway. And I feel like like I said, I didn't want to make videos telling people what to do until I actually figured out how to do it myself. But now I've figured out how to do it. Now I've got some consistent improvements. That condition has been met, so I'm gonna be doing that probably sometime in June. But I can't wait. I'd do it now if I could. It's just real life priorities. They suck, don't they? Yeah, but high fructose corn syrup and myopia content coming to a channel near you at some point. What else is there to say? There is nothing to say. A few more things, actually. I will say a few more things. This t-shirt, I always wear this t-shirt, but I do promise you I wash this t-shirt before I put it on. I don't know why I wear it so much, but there you go. It's in like, how many of my videos now? 3, 4? It's a nightmare, isn't it? I should wear something else next time. And finally, I just want to say, I've been going out 3 hours a day consistently, getting loads of distance vision. I haven't missed a single day since my last vlog. I don't think I have at all. So that's good. But you know what? I've actually given myself sunburn. So I'm going to start wearing sunscreen from now on because I've burnt my face. That's not good, but I'm learning. This is also part of the learning curve, you know. Anyway, that's why the glasses were kept on for this video. Anyway, if you like all this boring Endmyopia log content, you can subscribe and do all that stuff. But obviously I've got some other video stuff coming up, more edited. That's coming up as well. So subscribe if you want more of that. A few more things. Discord server getting popular. Whoa, people actually talking in that. So I think that's amazing. And thank you to everyone who's in there. Yeah. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.